you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the Homestyle Homestead. My name is Lexi if you are new. Today I'm just gonna kind of be talking to you guys a little bit while I kind of just mosey around the homestead. Hi chickies. Hi chickies. It is definitely time to come get these eggs. If you know, Coco and Chanel love to hatch out babies. And I gave them each an egg to hatch because we lost, there's more than those in there, because we lost baby chick. Don't know what happened to baby chick, but one day I came out here and baby chick was just gone. Let me see. You can keep your baby. You can keep your baby. It had been sneaking out, and so I don't know if it just got out and something got it or what, but I was super sad. Oh my gosh, there's so many in here. Let me set this down. But yeah, so baby chick is gone, and it made me very sad because I loved baby chick. It was just so cool to have. Okay, here's your two babies. Lay on your babies. Let me get this rock out of here. What a good mommy. There you go. It was so cool to have a baby chick, but then I don't know what happened to it, so I gave them 2 eggs to hatch, and they're going to be doing that. Hopefully these ones stick around. Hi, Chippy. Hi, Chippy. I bet. Yep, there she be. I knew you'd be down here trying to hatch out this big pile, ma'am. Go on. You had an egg upstairs, but you left it. Pretty good little haul today, actually. Where did all my cucumbers go? Oh, they're right there. We have like basically just cucumbers right now coming in the garden. And I don't need any more pickles right now. I'm thinking about going out of town tomorrow, so I don't want to do anything with these. So I'm gonna give these to the chickens. That is the nice thing about having chickens, is if I'm too lazy to do something out of the garden, I just give it to them and then it doesn't go to waste. Now that I got that out of the way and got all my eggs, I wanted to sit down and just kind of talk with you guys. I kind of just want to talk about everything that I do and how it's really hard. I always make the joke on my channel that I do a little bit of everything on my channel, and truly I do. I have a lot of hobbies, and I don't know if it's like I have ADHD or what, but I always get like very hyper fixated on things, and then a couple months later I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over this now. And for example, like crocheting is definitely one of those things. Around the holidays I get super into crocheting, and then I don't do it the rest of the year. But like, I don't just crochet a little, like I crochet from the moment I wake up till the moment I go to bed. And that trait, hyperfixation, is really annoying, I have to say. I run my homestead. We have chickens, we have goats, I have my garden. Those things all have to be tended to every day, obviously. Oh yeah, I'm a beekeeper. That is not as labor intensive, but I do have to check on it. And now we have to keep an eye on it for bears, because if you missed it a few videos ago, a bear took out one of my hives and partially wrecked the other one. And so, I mean, that just is homesteading. I also run a sourdough micro bakery out of my home. I do that off and on. There for a while, I was trying to do it every 2 weeks, but if you've ever made sourdough, you know it is a lot of work and it is very time consuming. And with a 2-year-old, it's just really hard. So I've kind of been going more towards once a month. I do a market that our town puts on, and that's once a month. And so I've been trying to just kind of do that just to give myself a little bit of a break. With that being said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 2-year-old baby boy, and he keeps me busy all the time. All that I'm trying to say is all of this is a lot. And then on top of it, I do YouTube. So that is in and of itself a lot of work. My heart goes out to the women who I follow who do everything I do and then some, and they have a full-time job and they have more kids than me. I don't know how people do it. This is hard. I love everything that I do. Don't get me wrong, I fully enjoy everything that I do, but I'm getting to a point where it seems that I'm kind of at a standstill. With YouTube, it takes about like a year and a half for you to get monetized. I did end up getting monetized, but it was kind of for me around the same point that I started to feel a little defeated. With YouTube, you put in a lot of work, and 9 times out of 10 you don't see really anything from it for a long time, and that's fine, but it's just discouraging, and it's also very I don't know, I feel like I'm putting out content that's like not enjoyable, not what I really want to be putting out, just because I'm like grasping at straws trying to think of things to put out. Whereas when I started this, it was more so like, let me just show what I'm doing because I'm already doing it. Why not document it and share it with people? And some days that's easy, and some days I don't have anything to post, and I feel this like enormous guilt of like, well, I have to put out my video. I tell people I put out videos on Fridays, and so I always have that in the back of my mind. I don't know why there's so many flies. Because I'm sweet. The garden is going wacko. Another couple things that can be a little discouraging. I planted like 15 tomato bushes this year, and almost all of them have gotten blight and have died. And so this year I'm not going to really have much of a tomato harvest, which is really sad, because then for one, I'm not going to have the sauce and everything to put on my shelves, but I also am like, well, there goes a video. Now I don't have that to show you guys. Or the other day I harvested all of my onions from back here, all of which were like bigger than my hand, filmed the video, edited the video, and then my computer crashed and deleted all of the footage from it. And I was like, are you joking? Sometimes it just feels like you take one step ahead and then you get knocked back 10 steps. Like with the bears and like the garden, and I obviously know these are all very stupid things that probably I shouldn't really worry about or let get to me, but sometimes it just does, and I'm learning that that's okay. I'm definitely a closeted lazy person who has put themselves in a position to not be able to be lazy. So some days I just get up and I'm like, I don't want to do this, and so I do sit on the couch and drink my coffee for a few hours. I always make sure, obviously, that my animals are taken care of, and I have to water the garden and the flowers or they'll die. But other things, I am like, I'm not doing anything today. And I've learned that that's okay. I've learned that you have to, oh, hello, Bandit. I've learned that you have to like prioritize yourself in doing all this stuff, or you will get burnt out and you won't want to do it. My husband works a full-time job and then also runs a business, and he is very busy, and I a lot of the time feel guilty because I get to stay at home with our baby and I'm not providing for the family. And so I don't know, I've been a little down, I'm not gonna lie, but I am going to, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, perspire? Doesn't that mean you're sweating? I don't know. I will go through. I will proceed. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'll get past it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just want to come on here because I know that a lot of the time it can seem when you're watching videos, the people you're watching, their life looks perfect. Their life looks like everything is going to plan and they get so much done and all these things. And I've had people ask me, like, how do you do so much? And it's crazy that you can do all of that in one day. And while yes, some days I do a lot, there's a lot of days that I am sitting on the couch doing nothing, and me and my baby are watching movies all day in our pajamas, and we never get out of our pajamas. And there's days that my house is a disaster, like right now. That would be why I'm filming this out here and not in the house. But I just want to come on here and say, if you're feeling like you can't get stuff done or you're comparing yourself to others, like, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't see. And we all have our struggles, and we all have those days that we don't get anything done and where we're comparing ourselves to others and we're not the versions of ourselves that we want to be. And so I just hope that you can take this and you can know that you're not alone if you are feeling a little overwhelmed. I had a few people ask me a couple questions from a Q&A that I did. My friend Jaden asked what my everyday routine kind of looks like, and I have to say every day is a little different, but for the most part I get up when my son wakes up. He wakes me up, and then we sit on the couch and we watch cartoons, we watch the news. I drink about 50 cups of coffee in that time, and then after I am fully well rested from a full night's sleep, I will get up and come outside and we will water the garden. We tend to the chickens. Mostly in the morning I just feed them and check their water. I don't get the eggs until later in the day just because just how I do it. So then from there I will go tend to the goats and bring them their hay and change out their water, just check on them for a little while. And then I water all my flowers on my porch, and then I water all my flowers on my back porch. And that's when I will harvest the garden if there's anything to be harvested. And then most of the time I try to preserve it the same day, because if you don't, then it gets ahead of you. Even though I don't have the biggest garden ever, but then I make dinner and hang out with my baby. Another thing is, a lot of the time this makes me feel like it's pulling me away from my son and that I'm not getting to give him like quality one-on-one time. And then I just have to remind myself, like, I'm blessed that I get to stay home with him and take care of him. He doesn't have to go to daycare. He doesn't have to go to a sitter. Like I said, there are those days that I just hang out with him. And so I always have to remind myself, he's happy. He's with his mommy, and even on the days that I can't give him like 100% of my attention and he's watching a movie or something, he's much more happy with me. I like to tell myself that anyways. This one likes me, that's for sure. Oh, what a sweet boy. Oh, that's another thing that I do on my daily routine. Then if I have had a filming day, then I will come in and preserve what's in the garden, then work on editing the videos, and that takes forever. That always ends up spilling into the next day as well. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm stressing a little, and you guys might see me slacking just a little for a while, but I promise I'm not going anywhere. I think it's best to be honest. Just me jumping in from the future, literally like 5 minutes in the future, because I just remembered some other things that I wanted to mention, along with all of the things that I show YouTube: homesteading, gardening, preserving, beekeeping, all of those things. We have to also remember, you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a housekeeper, you're a friend, you're a daughter. Like, there's so many things that goes into, oh, my cats are fighting back here. Anyways, there's so many things outside of what you're doing, like, that wants your attention. Just homesteading and YouTube and all of these other things would be totally easy. But you have to remember, like, there's also laundry in the back. There's a dirty house. There's your friend texting you. It gets so overwhelming. There's so many things, I guess, just to life. Like, I know I'm not the only one, but, and then back to like what I said about the people that do all this and then some, and then they have 6 kids and then they have a job on top of it. Like, why? Sometimes I just feel like I'm so lazy and like I don't get done enough. But then I have people telling me I do so much, and so I think that just goes back to the comparing yourself to others thing. Like, what is that saying? It's like comparison is the thief of joy, and I fully 100% believe that, because the second you start comparing yourself, that's when you start getting down. And I think maybe I've been doing that to myself a little bit, if I'm being honest. But I think this is the end of my future me rant. So, okay, bye. That's just my little check-in with you guys. I hope that if you are feeling overwhelmed, stressed, depressed, down, whatever the case may be, that you know you're not alone. You can leave a comment down below. I would love to talk to you if you have issues. Like, we can just compare issues and we can be there for each other. But just remember, nobody's perfect. Nobody's got their life all together. We're all in this together. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know it's a short one, I'm sorry, but I want to go hang out with my baby, and so I'm going to for the rest of the week. Don't forget, and this one is very important, that Jesus loves you. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.